name's Philip O'Donnell, and my rank is Lieutenant Commander, U.S. Navy Reserve. Flying off a ship is a very hazardous occupation. We were at peacetime. I reported to my ship, my squadron. The first 7 days, the Enterprise, we were operating at sea in peacetime. We had a memorial service every day. We had, let me think what it was. We had, we had a memorial service every week for the first 6 weeks I was on cruise. Somebody got killed, a pilot got killed, training. We weren't at war. And so I wondered a couple times, what have I gotten into here? Because we had a memorial service every week for the first 6 weeks for the Enterprise. Then everybody got their act together and started smoothing things down, and we didn't lose any more after that. So I had been flying off ship for about 3 weeks, and somebody thought, the commanding officer thought it was a good idea if Jim learned to be a landing signal officer. That's a nice thing. It's a compliment that they ask you to do that. You're going to be the guy, the officer, the pilot that's standing on the landing signal platform, and you're going to be watching the other pilots come in, and you're going to be giving them voice instructions on do this, do that, you're low, add power, wave off. So you're the guy in charge on the ship day and night of seeing that their profile coming in is precisely where it should be. So I head out at nighttime to observe being a landing signal officer at night. So I go out there, introduce myself to the real landing signal officer, and the first ship coming in is an A5 Vigilante, black night. And I'm standing there watching this, and the landing signal officer said, "You're getting low, add power, and at that, the pilot, for unknown reason, lowered the nose, flew into the back end of the ship. Only the canopy and all the flames from the fuel tanks exploding, a huge mountain of flame came rolling down the flight deck, and that's my introduction to night flying off the aircraft carrier. And of course, the pilot was gone, and so the next day, I had visions of the ship being all crumpled in pack, and we're going to go. You couldn't even see it. You couldn't even see a damage. You didn't even need a Band-Aid. The airplanes are a 1/4 inch of aluminum, and that's all concrete back there. The ship doesn't even know it's not an airplane, bangs into it. So, so that was my introduction to night flying off the aircraft carrier in the fleet. And that wasn't the last. That was just the first of many. The Navy doesn't call them crashes. The Navy calls them mishaps. Kind of a nice, friendly word. Our pilots don't crash. They just have mishaps. I had a total of 374 aircraft carrier landing. And night landings, one of the problems with them, you don't get to do them that much. If you got to do them every other night, it might not be so scary. But what to give you, I don't know what the average number is, but Eugene Cernan, who ended up as an astronaut in the last, he was a naval aviator, flying my same airplane in the fleet, but he went on to become an astronaut, last Navy pilot to land on the moon. But he flew my same he got 36 night carrier approaches and landing, and I got 82. And to tell you about the difficulty of Neil Armstrong, the first man to land aboard ship. Neil Armstrong, the first man to land on the moon, was also a naval aviator. And when he came back from landing on the moon with Buzz Aldrin, they interviewed him and wanted to know how difficult was it to fly to the moon and land on it. And he thought for a minute and he said, it wasn't as difficult as a night carrier approach and landing. It gives you an idea. So I did 82 of those babies, and 374 total. And I loved every bit of it. I didn't fly scared. I was where I was supposed to be.